Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel, guys. I'm sorry that we didn't have the crazy uploads. I think from now on, guys, that Fridays are going to have to be only one upload on the channel because I just can't really... It's really hard, to get all these videos up on Friday. I can't really do the double uploads, but we're going to have to deal with that because I do stream longer hours. I think there will be exceptions, obviously, where sometimes I will be uploading a little bit early on Fridays and stuff like that. So, I'm sorry. That's my apology. But thank you guys for the insane viewership recently. It is very, very appreciated. So yeah, let's get into the video. So guys, I did buy my team back. I had to wait till 1 p.m. just to make sure there's nothing crazy. There was rumors going around about Scream Sissoko. And honestly, guys, the team for Scream that came out today is not very good. It's got a few good players, and then aside from that, it's just kind of average. So had to end up waiting till that time today to get this hullet. Right now, you guys can see that a lot of the market is starting to head in the upwards direction, and it has been all day, right? Meta golds are doing really well because there wasn't any crazy pack supply. So people are kind of going back. People are buying teams. And the market is really, really stabilizing. You're seeing some of the highest price points all year for some players. Neymar's now officially over at Mill. Varane, believe it or not, is like 290 again. So most of these cards are really, the meta cards, the top tier cards are really starting to rise back up again, which is a really, really good sign for the market. We've started the weekend league strong. We are currently 11-0. So I've been trying to play 10 11 games on Fridays and then finish the rest on Saturdays. It's what I like to do. We may finish at 20-10. We may finish at 30-0. Who knows, right? So that's all going to depend on that. So got to talk about it, right? Because we got new cards today, and I want to go over some of the stuff that has happened today and what you guys can expect from these cards. So really, guys, there wasn't too many ways to make coins today on these new cards. The only few ways that I can think of, Medell went to like 60K first hour, and it's not a great card. It does have some unique stats. It's got a 4-star weak foot. It's got 3-star skills. He does have really like cool shooting stats, but then he's got 52 finishing, which is just kind of like It's not very great, but he does have some outstanding dribbling stats. He's got 85 composure, 98 balance, 83 agility, 85 reactions, 99 short passing, 87 long passing, 99 long shots, 99 shot power. Got some crazy volleys, some crazy penalties, some crazy attack positioning. So Medell has some unique stats to go with his overall card, but we've just kind of had a really stagnant market today with the newer cards, so there wasn't too many coin opportunities to make with buying early on these guys. There was a few, but not a ton. Insigne is still somehow a million coins. He's finally dropping, though, a little bit. I never really understood this. It's crazy how much people were paying for this card. He's going to really, I think, see a severe drop-off, man. He has to. There's no way he holds this price. Because what's really interesting is if you look at Scream Insigne and you compare him to Dries Mertens' inform, they're really not that different. Actually, Mertens beats him in a few categories. I will tell you guys, though, for sure, I've used Insigne in FIFA. Insigne is very, very good in this FIFA. So there is a little bit of a hype factor to that. The thing is also is that he's one of the better promo cards, which makes him hold that price. And another coin making opportunity that happened today was Toni Kroos kind of went from like 300 to 380, but now he's dropping again. Right now he's 350. Other than that, there wasn't many things to do today with the coins on the new cards. The old cards there wasn't. We made a good amount of coins on some icons today because I invested a little bit in the morning when there was a little bit of panic on those, and then I sold at night. I think Adama's close to the max price range, if not extinct, so you could potentially make some money there. And then you've got some interesting prices where Bobby Firmino actually went to 700K when I was streaming. I was saying, yo, if you could snipe it, because you can sell him on the range update. He's starting to slowly get back down to that pre-price range, kind of price. Now he's at about 750. Not really sure how well or not sure that card is going to hold value. But all in all, this is actually probably the best card that was released today. He's got high work rates. He's 4-star, 4-star. He's a really, really ideal center mid. He's got some really nice stats. He's got 87 finishing, 89 attack positioning, 81 acceleration. Then he's got 81 agility, 82 balance, 87 reactions, 90 ball control, 90 dribbling, and 90 composure. Just some outstanding statistics that EA have gone and dropped with that Firmino card. It is a very, very impressive card. I wanted to give you guys the heads up of something that I did today that I think you guys should try to do. Guys, if you have some free time, go and check your clubs for non-rares in the Bundesliga or silvers or gold rares, right? The Bundesliga League SBC came out yesterday, and what I noticed was I had like 50 to 60 non-rares on my club that honestly were like 1.5 to 3K. And so when you do the math, I mean, obviously that adds up a lot, right? We had a Bundesliga League SBC that came out yesterday, and people are addicted to packs, man. People will always do this no matter who the group reward is. People will always be interested in a League SBC. So go ahead and check your clubs for that, guys, because it is really important. We also got a Scream Ozil in objectives. It's an okay card. It's not a great card. He's got a 2-star weak foot. And it's an obtainable card, which I like. I already went ahead and did this, which took me one game of Mystery Ball to do. This is going to be not the easiest. This is going to be a little bit challenging because you have to win the games. And then the German goal scoring using German goals. It's not the easiest, not the hardest. I'm probably going to try to get this card this week. I think I'm getting a little bit of a head start on it. this week compared to the previous week, because the previous week I didn't look into Jekko until 3 days left. So I've got 6 days left. As long as I can do one, I don't know if you guys just heard that. My stomach was rumbling. I'm starving. As long as you can do one of these per day, I think it works out pretty well. But that's important, right? You got to try to follow that idea of being able to do one of these per day if you're going to keep up with it. It's hard to always stay focused and motivated with those guys. Now, what you guys could expect from the market tonight, it's going to stay really high. I have to be honest with you. There's no way it's really going to drop tonight. Maybe there's going to be a little drop off when Europe goes to sleep. Aside from that, the market tonight should do pretty well. I can't see on the market tonight doing bad. There's not really much pack supply. There's a few promo packs. The pack weight on the screens is still terrible. It's still 1%. I mean, right now you can even see it in older Team of the Week cards. Mane's early Team of the Week is 1.22. I mean, some of these older cards now, you guys are starting to see the value of investing with the older cards. They are literally becoming dinosaurs. And then something to point out as well was the risk that I chose not to take today, and I think you guys watched me, as a viewer, you guys were watching that as well. I really chose today, guys. I said, you know what? I'm not going to invest in Ultimate Screams. And I don't know if EA, no, Flippin' doesn't have them yet. But the older Ultimate Screams, they really rose a good amount today. One of the ones that rose a lot was Bernard. And it's crazy because the difference between the first set of cards and the second set is really big. The first set of cards compared to the second set are way better, like way, way better. Now, I'm not dissing the second set of cards, but it was a little misleading from EA because I think going into us understanding that the second set was coming out on Friday, I think a lot of us were like, okay, these newer cards are going to probably be really sick, and that might crash the market again. Last Friday, the market crashed really big because not only did EA drop pack SBCs, they dropped just an insane Scream Team. And when you drop new cards that people want to use, people will sell the old cards to use the new cards. And I thought that was going to happen again today. I'm very shocked that EA came out with cards that, yeah, they're fun to use, but only 2 or 3 was really fitting that top tier meta. So something to learn from. And I think last year the biggest trend that I always was doing was I was buying cards in the morning. And I did that today with Icons because it was the only one I was sure was going to do well tonight. I was like, okay, there's going to be a little bit of panic in the morning, but Icons all the time rise up really no matter what, right? Because people got to play with Icons on Friday nights, right? When Weekend League starting, there's no way to skip Icons. So that's kind of what was my thought process. So I think tonight yields or allows a really good time for any of you guys who do have things in your club, things you have been looking to sell for a little while, to go and liquidate and get the coins. I mean, it's not a bad time to do it. I'm not really seeing the market dropping much from here on out, right? I think the market's going to be pretty stable as we go now because I think we've got a nice week or two of stable market. I do think we'll have some Black Friday maybe sell-off happening, but the way the market is going at the moment, I'm just not too sure if I see a whole Black Friday, like wholesale panic thing happening. I'm not really feeling that this year. It doesn't feel like it's up in the air. It doesn't feel like it's really going to happen. And I will be the first to let you guys know, hey, we're going to have this crash, or hey, this may happen. But at the moment, I just can't really see it happening. It just doesn't feel like it's something that's going to happen. Now, one really interesting thing to point out to you guys, and I talked about this last week, was SBC fodders. Now, if you don't know what SBC fodders are, they are basically the highest rated or the higher rated cards and the cheapest for the value. So they are very low right now. Very, very low. And in general, they're all around the park. I mean, earlier today, I don't know if he still is, but Chesney, like for an 86 with good chemistry links, was like 9.5K. I mean, he's still 9.9K. So we right now are living in a FIFA Ultimate Team where we have 86 rated players at 9,000 coins. We've got 85s at 5K. It's like, it is ridiculous what happens to these cards when Icons don't regulate the cards on the SBC menus. Right now, there's not really any SBCs that are always out that are keeping those guys high in price. So to you guys that are looking to invest in those, I would just say, like, keep waiting. I would just say, honestly, let's keep waiting, right? Let's wait till the sell-off happens. Let's wait for some more pack SBCs. Let's let these guys bottom out so damn low before we buy them that I think that's the move. That's what I'm going to do at least. I'm going to literally wait till these guys go so damn low. It's going to be crazy. Now, a lot of you guys are asking me about Scream Draxler. Is this guy worth it? 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. It's a great looking card at first, and on the market, it would be a good card. But on the market, it wouldn't be much more than 150K. So it's coming in at a value, according to Flippin'. It's coming in at a value, guys, of 205K. Now, you're going to get that value before the pack's back, but it's not even great packs back. So I don't really know who's doing these price points for the Scream promo for the SBCs because Milner, Draxler, and I forget the other player. Navas was okay, but the price points on these cards are not that good. So it's confusing me right now who's making these price points because they're really off. They're not really there. And again, another big thing in terms of, guys, why you saw the market today not really dying at all, because we also didn't get any crazy packs. Yesterday's marquee matchups packs were not even that good. And then today's were a Prime Mix Players pack and a Premium Electrum Players pack. I've never even heard of those two packs. So that's essentially why the market today just is going to continue to do well. You guys will see basically last year what it was really like to be a Friday night market. And if you guys were not a part of FIFA 19, you honestly didn't miss much because the game was horrible. But also it's Friday night market is just high, man. That, like, there is no more sellers, especially this week, because most investors, I think, sold cards on Thursday morning. And, you know, I think a lot of the guys still selling don't even have cards left. I mean, why the market gets so high on Friday nights is that people have to play Weekend League. So people are last minute buying their teams. They were waiting to maybe hold out on some panic or things like that. People have to play the Weekend League. And they end up buying cards from very little sellers. You don't have a lot of sellers on Friday nights. So it is why the market does go really, really rare and high. So all you guys worrying about market crashes and all that, no, there's no market crash in the next 24 hours. The market could take a little downturn tomorrow depending on what SBCs EA releases. So I tell you guys with the golds to be careful. If you have the golds, maybe take an extra thought or a look in terms of the kinds of golds that you're buying or the kinds of golds that you own. I wouldn't be looking to trade with any golds at the moment. You could be looking to sell some of the ones you have, but at the moment I wouldn't be looking like, hey, I'm gonna trade this gold or, you know, like that. I wouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. I'd be strictly, you know, with icons, special cards, things like that. I've been trading a few Thiago Silvas today. Nothing really that more than that. And I think for you guys with the new screen cards, you guys always asking me when to buy these cards. Let them get down, man. They are very expensive at the moment. Let these new guys on the market get down. We've got some very, very overpriced cards, in my opinion. In my opinion, at the moment, a lot of these guys are really overpriced. You've got Insigne, again, at 1 million coins. Adama Traore is officially extinct. You're talking about an Adama Traore with under 80 finishing is 400K max price range. It's just crazy. One card they actually did drop today, though, that is very good, is this St. Juste card. I wanted to talk about this card because this card actually does look really good. It'll be interesting to see how people like him compared to Lucas Hernandez, because this is a very good card. He's only high. The only downside is high medium, but it's a nice looking card at first glance, right? He's got good agility, really good acceleration, really good stand tackling and defending stats with good physical stats. So it's going to be an interesting thing to see if people use them in the Weekend League. I haven't seen any screen cards yet in the Weekend League, but that's just the club update. I'm pretty much chilling for the night. A lot of you guys asking me where all this is. I think my transfer profit, I don't know where it is. I picked up trading again on like Tuesday or Wednesday. So we were at like 10.5. So we made like 2 mil the last 2 days, which is really good. We just have, aside from last weekend. And then I think for me, the decision is that after this weekend, it's going to be hard, but I think I'm just going to keep selling my team and buying it back because I don't play Rivals in the week because the mode sucks. And, I think I have some nice profit here with this team. And if you do the math, right, Messi at the moment is 1.4. When I sell him, he's 1.4. Hullet's going to be 1.25. So we're talking like 2.6 after tax, right? 2.7. We're like, these two combined are like 2.8, right? The Allen and Dembele. Neymar makes it about 3.8. The back line makes it about 4.2. I have a lot of coins in this team, and if you do the math, if you do the numbers with all the stuff in my club that I can sell, right? The liquid coins that I have. So you say right now, say the club value with the team and the coins liquid is 7.5 to 8 mil. Then you add up all the icons on the transfer list. You add up some of the informs that we have. And yeah, we're pretty much at like 10 mil. So I can do a lot with 10 million coins in the week. And I think to progress my club, it is in my best interest to do that after this Weekend League, right? Take the profits, take the money on some of these guys, reinvest it, use my coins to trade during the week, try to pick up that extra mil, 2 mil, 3 mil. And I think that's in the best interest of mine. So I think we're going to do that. I know it's going to be annoying because we're going to lose the goal return on some of these guys. We may make an exception and keep Neymar. I may do that because I have a really nice return on him, but we'll see how I do all that. Guys, thank you for watching the video tonight. Have a good Friday night. Have a safe one. I'll talk to you guys in a video tomorrow morning. Peace out.